Now, you know, we want to make sure our young people live in great neighborhoods. Some of our neighborhoods have been subject to severe decline and neglect over generations. Some neighborhoods require a holistic approach, a comprehensive approach to rebuild them. Rebuilding neighborhoods is among the most important work we do and the most difficult work we do. You see, true neighborhood revitalization does not take place overnight. There is no magic wand. It requires dedication, it requires patience, and a strong spirit. And when it is done successfully, we strengthen our city, bringing new hope to our residents. We will witness the transformation of American Addition. American Addition is the most egregiously neglected urban neighborhood I have ever seen. A rural enclave right in the middle of a large city. A close-knit community that was the home of many solid families with solid values. In the 1920s, the wells in this neighborhood were all condemned, and the mortality rate was 4 times higher than the rest of the city. So the city annexed American Addition in 1959 with promises. Promises of new investments. And while the city initially installed sewer and gas lines, it failed to deliver on most of its promises to the people of American Addition. And the residents felt betrayed, and they moved away. American Addition dwindled from approximately 200 homes at its heyday to where it is today, only 52 homes. But there were those in the neighborhood who did not lose hope. Led by Marie Moreland Short and her son Jimmy Moreland, these folks hung on to their pride. They worked to rebuild this neighborhood. They built a community garden and fixed up properties, and they asked the city for help. Marie is right here. I see her. Stand up, Marie. And Jimmy, stand up. I want you to know we will embrace American Addition and do what the city should have done generations ago. Keep our promises. Columbus Housing Partnership has led the planning to revitalize this neighborhood, and I want to thank everyone at CHP for their commitment. And while we already set aside $1 million for infrastructure a couple of years ago, we are now going to step it up and set aside an additional $4 million for the basics. Basic things like new streets and alleys and water lines and curbs and gutters and sidewalks and street lights. And we'll break ground next year on the construction of the first 50 homes. And by the time our partnership is complete, 150 new homes will be constructed. And the entire neighborhood, including the infrastructure, will be rebuilt to a green, sustainable standard. In the years to come, it will be all American to live in American Addition.